Hey everyone, Grayson here and welcome to my channel. So today we're going to be working on the lawn. I'm going to go ahead and mow the lawn and then we're going to go ahead and dethatch. Now the dethatch is going to remove all of the dead debris that's been accumulating over the lawn over the last year. And I've raked some, but I really want to go in and get a deep dethatch. And what that does is it, like I said, it removes any of the dead debris, leaves, all the old grass clippings off the lawn, so we can have really good air circulation and seed germination with the soil. We really want good soil seed contact, and if you have a thick layer of thatch on top of the soil, that's never going to happen. So let's go ahead and start our dethatching. Okay, y'all, so now that the lawn has been mowed, we're going to go ahead and dethatch. I'm going to be using the 15-inch, 24-volt cordless Sunjoe dethatcher scarifier. And again, it's cordless, so let's go ahead and get started. All right, y'all, so that is all the thatch that is laying on top of the soil, preventing all the sunlight, nutrients, fertilizers, water, everything from getting down to the soil level. And it is what's made my lawn look pretty rough. So now I'm just raking up all of that material to get it up off the lawn so I can get ready to overseed again for the spring. And I will be doing a tall fescue. Okay, y'all, so it's clearly a new day, and I'm going to be starting the rest of the steps in my lawn rejuvenation. So step one was to mow your lawn as low as possible. Step two is to dethatch, and I showed you how much thatch I was able to get out of this lawn. Now, the backyard alone was, a huge waste sack full. So today what I'm going to be doing is aeration. Now, I did not rent an aerator machine. I did not feel like going through the hassle of that, but I do have this soil cultivator tool, and it is the same thing. Now, I will have to do the whole entire lawn by hand, but I would be doing it with a dethatching machine anyway. And it rained last night quite a bit, so the ground is very moist, and I'm excited to get after it. And this will be step 3. It is a beautiful day here today. It's going to be in the low 70s here in my growing zone 8A in North Carolina, y'all. And I want to get this done today because it's going to be in the 70s all week, and we're going to get rain again over the weekend. So it'll be a great time to get this done. Okay, y'all, that's the entire backyard. That took me about an hour to kind of rough up the soil and do that all by hand. And you know, I thought I was only going to do a few areas back here, but once you get started, it's kind of hard to stop. Okay, now that we have the yard aerated, the next step is going to be to put down a soil slash sand mixture that's going to help to level out any uneven spots in the lawn. So let's go ahead and get this put down. Again, this is just all-purpose sand, 50 pounds per bag. Okay, so this is a soil spreader, and we are going to fill this up with our soil and sand mixture. Okay, y'all, so now that all of our soil and sand mixture has been applied, our next step is to put down our pre-post emergence, which is going to be tenacity. Here we go. Okay, y'all, so I'm going to be using Scott's Turf Builder Grass Seed. This is a landscaper's mix. This is designed to be greener, denser, and more durable than Kentucky 31. It resists heat, drought, insects, and disease. Now I'm going to be mixing this seed with fertilizer, and the fertilizer I'm going to be using is Milorganite. So let's go ahead and get these two mixed up in my hopper. Now this seed is coated, and it says for 2 times more water retention, so we're going to see what happens. Here's the Milorganite. This is a slow release nitrogen fertilizer, and this is going to really green our lawn up in about 10 days. Okay, we're going to roll with that. And that's going to do it for today's project. Thank you all so much for watching this video. I hope that you enjoyed it and that you were inspired in some way to get out in your garden and jumpstart your lawn. This was my step-by-step process of rejuvenating my lawn, and I hope you all are having a great week, and I will see you in the next video.